Hello everybody. This is Sheila with Simply Simple Creations by Sheila. Welcome and welcome to DIY Living by Talisa Lindsay. I thank Miss Talisa for having me as a guest on her page. I'm sorry for her circumstances, y'all, so please be praying for her daddy and for her because I know how hard it is to care for a sick parent. So y'all please be in prayer for that for her. Miss Talisa is a praying lady and I'm thankful that I get to call her a friend. Oh, let me bring you down. Y'all can't see what I'm doing here. I had to move around a little bit here. And if you are new to me, welcome. Again, my name is Sheila and I'm with Simply Simple Creations by Sheila. I feel like I'm in an infomercial here. Y'all, I am quirky. I talk a lot. But I do craft, and I'm going to get y'all pulled up on my computer because I had to go on through Business Suites, and sometimes I don't see my comments. Oh, it looks like they're working. Hola, Manny. How's my sweet friend? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien. And how are you? Because I don't know if I say ¿Cómo está back. I don't know my Spanish, you guys. Manny teaches it to me. Hello, Sister Cindy. Hello, Lisa Brown. Praying for you, sister. I hope you feel better. Hi, Billie Jean. Hi, Pamela. I'm a welcomer, y'all. I like to welcome people. I never like anyone to feel left out, but I may miss comments because I can't read them all. We would never get anything done if I did. So, hello, Miss Joyce. Hi, Beverly from Oklahoma. I'm in Oklahoma, too. Hi again, Jason. Thank y'all for coming over here. I see some faces that I know and some faces that I don't. Hello there, my friend Robin. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Retta. Oh, I'm glad that I could help Talisa out. I love her to death. I remember the first time, I don't know if she'll go back and watch this video or not, but I remember the first time she commented on one of my posts on my page or one of my lives, I think it was. I was like starstruck. I was like, oh my gosh, she saw my page. I was so excited. And she is a very, very sweet lady. I've been watching Talisa for quite some time. Hi, Robin. Hi, Missy. Hello, Miss Gail. Hi, Debbie. So I kind of prepped just a little bit only because I had to take my board outside to sand it, and actually I had my husband do it for me. Hello, Miss Debbie and Kim and Debbie Miller. Hi, Lynn. I'm doing good. So I have this, and it looks like a bunch of grossness right now, and you can kind of still see the words on it. And I'll settle down. I'm a little nervous, y'all. A little nervous, but I'm gonna burn myself because my iron's on because I'm gonna need that. It looked like this. It said gather around the table, and I got it on sale at Hobby Lobby for $3.74. Hello, Miss Paula. Hi, Gina. Thank you, Pamela, for spreading the TLC. Thank you, thank you. Yes, pray for Miss Talisa's dad. Pray. Oh, Miss Betty, I'm glad to be able to help her out. Hi, Sue. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I can tell y'all love her. Y'all love Talisa. How can you not? How can you not? She's beautiful inside and out. She's just a precious lady. Hello, Miss Liz. Thank you, Cheryl Miller, my sweet friend. Hello, Ginger. Y'all are so welcome. I'm blessed to be able to. We have a wonderful crafting community, y'all. A wonderful crafting community, and that's what we're here to do. It's community over competition, and we're here to help in any way that we can. Hello, is it Lana? I don't know if I said that right. I'm terrible with names. So, thank you, Alicia. Hi, my beautiful sister, Kelly. Lisa's watching from Pensacola, Florida. Oh, I bet it's warm there, huh? So, anyway, we're going to kind of get started. I'm going to miss some comments, and I am so sorry for that, but we are going to... I am using Valspar Glaze Mousse, and if you know me, this is my favorite. If you don't know me, this is my favorite. Alma, the last I heard, I didn't get to watch her update. She did do an update about 8 hours ago. I know he came through the surgery, but he still needs all the prayers that we can give to him and to her. I know this is a great group. I usually watch quietly because I'm usually doing other things. I work full-time outside of doing this full-time, so I'm a pretty busy lady. There's my Talisa. There she is. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweet friend. I did say it right. Yay! That makes me happy when I say a name right. I'm terrible. I'm terrible with names and pronunciation, and I'm terrible with geography. So, anyway, Mousse is my favorite, and my Lowe's has discontinued it, but you can get this still, I think, on Amazon, maybe, or maybe it's not Amazon. Maybe you can. I don't know, but it's called Mousse. You can't see the comments, Deb. Uh-oh. I had that problem the other night. And these brushes, y'all, I know this bag looks gross, but I put my brushes in here so I don't have to keep getting a new one every time. It's hot here too, Lynn, in Oklahoma. Hello, Jennifer and Logan. So I'm just going to put this all over it, all over the board. And I'm going to do the edges. I'm not worried about the back so much. And y'all, glaze you're supposed to wipe off. I don't. I just put it on here. I got mine from Lowe's, and it's, look how pretty it is. You can already see the difference. Look at that. And this project's kind of big, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to get y'all in here the best I can. I got a new case on my phone. It's one of those loopy cases. My daughter's raved about them, but it doesn't like my stand. So, oh, you're so welcome, Miss Pamela. I am honored, honored, honored to be here. Very honored to be here and to help a fellow crafting sister out. And like I said, Talisa is, I watched her before I ever did lives, and she's beautiful. She's beautiful, and her crafts are beautiful. I was looking online today just to kind of get some inspiration, and I did. Pinterest is the best thing that ever happened. So this is a Pinterest inspired craft, but mine's a lot different at the same time, if that makes any kind of sense. You're welcome, Miss Patty. Hi, Betty. Thank you. Thank you for the sprinkles. Over on Simply Simple Creations, we always say, you'll see it back here if you can even see that, but it says S-H-A-R-E, which we're not supposed to say. We call it Spread the Blessings or Tinkle. Instead of sprinkle, we tinkle over there. Hello, Crafting by Faith with Lori, my beautiful friend Lori. How are you? Oh, this is my third live tonight, y'all. My third one. I have a mentor group that I do for new crafters. And so I had that tonight, and then I did a live on my page tonight, and I've just been busy. Yes, we are all praying for Miss Talisa and her family. Isn't it pretty, Lynn? Like I said, gather around the table. It was cute before, but I got them for $3.74 when Hobby Lobby had their last big sale, and I was like, I can't pass it up. I gotta buy it. And they had a couple of them, so I grabbed a couple. I didn't take all. I don't ever take all unless it's something that I really, really need or really, really, really love. But Talisa she is an inspiration, and I love that she is one of our prayer warriors out there too, y'all. I'm a prayer. I'm a prayer. I don't know how people get by without Jesus, and I do talk about him. I do talk about him a lot. Not like a lot, but a lot. Oh, thank you, Miss Teresa. It has been hot, Robin. It has been. And y'all, I just take this and I just kind of keep going back and forth just to get the streaks out of it. It dries and you can't see them. But glaze was really meant to be wiped off, but I don't wipe it off. I use it as a paint pretty much. She is a beautiful person inside and out, Patty. You've got that right. You have got that right. I have been crafting I've been crafting for my whole life, off and on. It's always an off and on thing. But I started crafting online 2 years ago. My baby sister passed away. She was 32, and it was an unexpected thing. And she was always encouraging me to go do these Facebook Lives. And I was like, Kimberly, I am not like you, because she was very outgoing, very outspoken, very sure of herself, and I was not. And when she passed away, I started crafting more with my nieces, and we would make picture frames and things with their mom in it and stuff like that. And so that is how my page became a live page. I started my page just to show off things that I made with Chalk Couture. And I am going to put some Chalk Couture on here, but I do other things. I don't do Chalk Couture every time. So that's a little bit about my background and how I got started in this for those that don't know who I am. And it's great therapy, and I've met some wonderful people along the way, and I've gained confidence in myself. So she is Chrissy. There's my sissy Chrissy. Hello, Miss Cindy. Hooty hoo, Summer. I thought you had your group thing tonight. So I just did it all the way around. I'm not going to, oh, I see a spot I missed, I think. Or was that a glare? Was that a glare? That was a glare. Whew, Skirt me. I'm good at missing things, having to go back. From a pastor's, did you say you're from a pastor's family, I think? Yes, Jen, she was very young. She had a perforated colon that they missed at the hospital, and they sent her home. And she passed away. They didn't call it till they took her to the hospital, but she passed away at home with her 3 little girls, my 3 sweet nieces, there with her. So it was a bad time. It was a very bad time. I'm going to leave this out because I may use it again on something, but I'm going to dry this real quick. We're going to dry it with our little Ranger heated craft tool that's amazing. My sweet Scrappy's Rustics. Hello, sister. Hello, Cheryl. It is April. It's such great therapy. Such great therapy. Oh, I'm sorry you missed it. I'm sorry. This thing is so quiet. And I got it from Scrappy's Rustics. You just probably saw her name in the comments. Hi, Jenny. Good evening. Good evening. It is called Moose Moose is the color, Sharon. It's Valspar Glaze. And I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to get it in the screen. But it's right there at the very bottom. It says Moose Moose. That's the color that it is, and it's my favorite. Hello, Miss Debbie. Yes, send prayers for Talisa and her family, her dad. I know how hard that is to have a sick parent. I went and took my mom to the store today, and she wasn't looking very good. She said she wasn't feeling good. Never fear, I have a small brush that's the same color, so if you see me using a different brush, it's okay, it's the same color. I use this color all the time. Hello, my sweet Connie Hall. How are you, sister? Did you, Summer? You're going to love it. It's great. It's hot. It gets hot. Hello, Miss Sherry Brown. I know, Lynn, it has been hard. And they used to come over all the time. All the time. Well, the 2 littler ones did. My oldest niece, she had just turned 13 5 days before her sister passed, or before her mama passed away. She'd only been 13 for 5 days. And she didn't come over as much. She had, of course, the hardest time with it. I mean, the other girls did too, but she's the one who was kind of there and had to call 911 and do all the stuff that she shouldn't have had to do at 13 years old. So, they don't come over as much. Isn't it super quiet? I love it. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad that y'all are here. I hope that you like my style. Oh, COVID is still out there, Carol. You are right. We have a lady that's in our mentor group who's in the hospital with it right now. Right now, unfortunately. So, I do a lot of farmhouse crafting, but I recently started liking a little bit of the more, I'm going to call it delicate, shabby chic-ish. I make up words too, by the way. I add ish to things, so I make up my words. Thank you, Miss Debbie. They're doing okay. They're doing all right. I'm proud of them. I'm getting this all over my hands. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Cindy. Is it Dovey Marie? Hello. Oh, Miss Carol, I'm sorry. It's hard. Is it Vincy? You're new to me? Well, welcome. I hope that you'll like what you see, and you can come and join our page as well if you'd like. No pressure by any means. I'm not doing this to gain people. I'm doing this to help Talisa. She is a wonderful, wonderful lady. Like I said, I was starstruck the first time she mentioned my name in a post on my, I mean, it was on my page, but still, I was like, whoa, Talisa liked one of my posts. I was so excited. Hi, Denise. Hey, Kathy. I know Miss Star's not feeling better either. She's feeling a little bit better, thankfully. Thank you, Miss Sue. I love dresses. I love me some dresses. Hello, Miss Jen. I am from Muskogee, Oklahoma. Have you ever heard that song, I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee? Well, that's me. That is me. I don't smoke the marijuana in Muskogee, though, like they say. So, there's that. I do make little silly little comments. Try to make you laugh. I like to have fun. This is still kind of tacky, so I'm trying to get it dried up really good. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Diana. And I love, love, love to chat. I'm a chatty Cathy, but I craft as I'm going. I can still kind of see the words, but we're going to cover a lot of that up, so I'm okay with that. Hi, Michelle. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you're here. I'm assuming that y'all are new to me, but not new to Talisa. I'm sure y'all are all friends with her. But if you are new to Miss Talisa's page, please give her a like and a follow too, because you will love her when she gets back. Thank you, Miss Kathy. Thank you, Lori. Lori put my page name in. Hi, my Mama Shar. It is a dress, Summer. It's got a cute little, look, y'all, I'm all trying to, it's got a cute little lacy thing down here, but it's not lace. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you call it. Cotton. It's a cotton looking lace. Y'all, there's no telling what's going to come out my mouth sometimes. Sometimes I have to be very careful about that because I never know. I don't know. My husband tells me that I need to start thinking before I speak, but, you know, what fun is that? What fun is that? All right, let me clean this up just real fast just because I don't want to get it on my frame or on my paper, and I've got to turn my paper over. That's one good thing about these silicone mats. They just wipe right up. They wipe right on up and can't even tell that anything was ever on them. Hello, Miss Debbie from Australia. What time is it over there? It's morning, huh? Oh, thank you, Miss Carol. That's what we have, a great crafting community, just a wonderful crafting community. Okay, I'm going to try to dry this off because I got to flip I didn't think that through very well. Okay, this is a piece of cardstock, y'all, and it came from Joann's, but one of my sweet friends named Kathy sent it to me. It's double-sided. Double-sided. It's hard sometimes to figure out what you're going to do. Thank you, Miss Lorraine. Hello. Hi, Sherry. Sue, me too. Me too. She is a doll. Like I said, I watched Talisa before I started crafting because I've only been doing this live for 2 years. I've got this frame that my sister Cindy gave me. Cindy Truitt, with Making It With Mimi, gave me this frame. And I got to try to figure out how I'm going to trace it. That's going to be the tricky part. I'm just going to kind of trace around it because I'm going to use this side of it because I wanted it to, I was going to tear up a bunch of paper and do it that way and try to Mod Podge inside of it. And I thought, that's going to be kind of hard. So I decided to do it this way, and I'm just going to trace around the frame. And yes, I'm going to get some of it. It's going to be bigger, but we can sand off what we don't need. And the hole's going to be in the way, but that's okay too. And that didn't even write. Is my pen not writing? I gotta be rougher with it. Doohickeys. I say doohickeys too. And I like to say, what's the other word that I was saying the other day? I kept saying it. Cattywampus. I'll say cattywampus. I say all kinds of crazy words. Thank you, Miss Debbie. I'm going to add a little bit of dark to it. I'm not going to paint it. I'm going to leave it the off-white. It's already an off-white color, but I thought about using some Rub 'n Buff, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see which one I'm going to do. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants crafter, you guys. I usually kind of know my project, but I change it up a lot right in the middle of it because I'll think of something else that I like better. Do y'all do that? Thank you, Lynn. Hi, Miss Peggy. I am glad to be able to help. I know that she would do it for any of us, so we are honored to help her. I'm quiet when I cut. I'm not a very good cutter. I like leopard. You're going to notice that in a minute because I'm going to have to take a drink of my water. I have horrible, horrible allergies lately that I constantly have to have something to drink, which is odd for me because normally I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink the amount of fluid you're supposed to drink in a day. Ever. Ever, ever. Thingamabobs. Yes, Lynn, that's another one. Thingamabobs. Whatchamacallit. That's a good candy bar, by the way. Oh, whatchamacallit. So that's the part that we're going to use. See, it already looks like somebody has written letters and torn them up and done all the things to it. My problem is I really didn't want them to go sideways, but they're going to have to go sideways, and that's all right. I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to wing it, and I'm going to cut just a little bit more off of it. Hi, Sue. I know, Miss Betty. Everybody tells me all the time I need to be wearing an apron, and I have one. I just couldn't tell you where it's at. I am probably the most unorganized person in the world. I'm not, but I am. I'm organized to a point to where I lose stuff. I find things when I'm cleaning them, and I think I'm organizing it and putting it in a spot I'm never going to forget where it's at, and then I never remember where it's at. All the time. Miss Carrie, we need some guidance. Oh, it's fun. It's fun once you get started. I'm gonna cut just a little bit more off. Like I said, this was hard to get around. I just didn't want to cut. I didn't want to prep too much because it would. I'm quick. I really am. Thank you, Stephanie. Hello, Miss Donna. I'm a fast crafter. Some of my friends call me the crafting ninja because I can shoot out a craft pretty quick. Even talking as much as I do and commenting as much as I do. You're welcome, Miss Patty. I'm honored to be able to help her. I'm honored to be here. You know, like I said, I don't expect anything out of this at all except just to help a fellow crafting sister. But if we get some new friends along the way, then that's a great thing too. So, thank you, Miss Brenda. It's a pretty frame. It is a pretty frame. And it's going to look like that. I really wanted it to go this way. But we're going to put, I know a bunny. I know it's kind of out of season. I wanted a rooster or a sheep, but I didn't have one that would fit in here. Only my bunny would fit. And I'm putting oval with round. So that's going to be kind of silly maybe, but I like it. I like to do kind of quirky stuff sometimes. Got this bunny. You can tell he's been used a lot. And he may fit. He might just fit. Oh, he will fit. Score. He's going to fit this way. I didn't think that he would, but he is going to. So I'm going to go ahead and put him down. Oh, let me see what you said, Miss Kathy. Oh, you've got it, sister. I will put him on our prayer list. Oh, thank you, Miss Karen. I think it's going to be precious. I love roosters, too. And I've really been into them lately, but I didn't have a small enough rooster. I had one, but it had flowers all over it, and it wouldn't ever work right. I don't mean to be a crafting ninja. I don't mean to go fast. I'm just one of those people who I get it in my head, and it just goes. This is a fuzzing mat. I don't know if you're familiar with Chalk Couture or Magnolia. It's the same, kind of the same concept. It's the same thing, pretty much, just two different companies. But I fuzz when I'm using paper, especially when I'm not Mod Podging, because normally I would Mod Podge to seal this paper, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do it right over it because this is a thick cardstock, so I think that it's going to be fine. Summer, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I may have an extra. I may have an extra. I'll look. I'll look. I'm using a black shimmer because I'm almost out of my black regular paste, and I ordered Chalk Couture today and forgot to order black paste. So, and this bunny, I probably wouldn't even had to have fuzzed it very much because I've used him so much that he's not very sticky. He's not very sticky at all, but he's going to have a little bit of shimmer in him. So if you like the diamond dust look or you like any of that, these shimmer pastes are amazing for that because they've already got the sparkle in it. It's going to be hard to tell on here. Hi, Patricia, but we'll be able to see it better. You can see it better in person is what I'm trying to say. I get at a loss for words sometimes too. I do that all the time. I'll be mid-sentence and then I just stop and my husband's like, "Are you going to finish? You'll trade me some black paste?" I need to order some more black paste. I'll have to look. I think I ordered an extra one of these, but I'll double check. I'll double check. Hello, Miss Pat Brown. And then I'm just going to pull this up. This bunny is my favorite. I've used him on towels. I've made pictures with them. I've done everything. And I know it's not Easter, but bunnies aren't just for Easter. I got a little smudge. Why did I get a little smudge right there? I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Hello, Erin. Erin Berry. Hey, girl. Hey, I had a friend named Erin Berry here in Muskogee. That's not her last name anymore. You kind of threw me there. I did get the glow-in-the-dark paste. I sure did. And I got the skeletons. And I'm normally not a real Halloween-y kind of person. But they were kind of cool looking. They were dancing skeletons. One of the transfers. Y'all, this is cute. This is cute. You see that little bunny? Isn't that cute? Karen, to get started in Chalk Couture, one of my friends that I went to church with did it. And that's how I got started in it. I think right now they're running a special and it's like $59 for the kit. And it's really cool. She is awesome, Erin. She is awesome. Okay, I'm using Rub and Buff, y'all. And I'm going to go around the edges here. I don't know how well it's going to be seen since this is kind of an off-white. But we're going to try it. I don't do Rub and Buff very often. Halloween-y, yeah. Summer, you know I'm always making up words. I'm a maker-upper. I tell you the truth, I don't make up stories. I tell you the truth about stories, but I make up some words, y'all. You can tell I'm settling in. Hi, Kim. Hi, my sister. You love the bunny, Kathy? I do, too. That bunny is great. You can see it, okay? Can y'all see that? Just giving it a little bit more oomph. I was going to stain it, but I thought, well, let's put some gold on there. Let's do some gold. Try something, because I know that the Moose is almost a black color. It's really dark, deep, dark brown, but it's almost dark enough to be black. Yeah, it is a good deal for $59. Michelle, you're joining in from Muskogee? Like Oklahoma? Yes, that's where I'm from, sister. I'm right here in Muskogee. You're from Muskogee too? You know, it's crazy because you would think with this, our town's not small, but it's not big either. You would think that a lot more people from Muskogee would like be into crafting because we have a lot of craft fairs and stuff around, or we used to, and there's not really. Talisa does make up words. I love to make up stuff like that, words, not stories. I tell you the truth on stories. Trust me, I'll tell you the truth. Somebody was asking me my story, like my life story, because, you know, we all have one, and it makes us who we are. And I was telling it tonight on my live, actually, on my page, and I started crying. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm a big old baby. I'm a big old baby. Then I was in my mentor group, and I was telling them how proud I was of them, and started crying again. So if I start crying, y'all, just ignore me. You're in Lexington, Oklahoma? So that's like, what, three hours away from here? I've only been to Lexington like twice in my whole life. I'm going to do a little bit more here. Didn't realize I was at the end, but I want to put more at the top. I want these to come out more. I want them to pop. To pop. Pop, pop. I like this Rub and Buff stuff. And you can use as little as a lot. Hello, my sister Diane Ham. How are you? I know it is Friday and I'm so excited. Crafting with the Sassy Girl, your brother was born there in Muskogee or in Lexington? You have family in Muskogee. How fun. Well, if you ever come to Muskogee, you'll have to hit me up. We can go have some lunch or some coffee, or I don't really drink coffee, but I'll drink some sweet tea. I drink coffee sometimes. I like cappuccino. I'm a cappuccino gal. Thank you, Pamela. Hello, Deidre. Yep, that's what I thought, about 3 hours. Like I said, I've only been there one time. I'm trying to debate if I want to go on the inside. I think I do. I want to go on the inside too. Just the very raw edge of the inside, or the very tip of the inside. I'm using Rub and Buff. It's Rub and Buff Metallic Antique Gold. Rub and Buff Antique Gold. I got mine on Amazon, but Hobby Lobby does carry it. And I'm sure Michael's and all of the little craft stores. Going on the insides, quiet, because paying attention to what I'm doing, because I'm trying not to get it all over the frame. I don't want it everywhere like I did up here. I kind of went crazy, but that's okay. It's okay. I think I can wipe it off. It takes this stuff a minute to dry. It doesn't dry super quick. I found that out the hard way. Thank you, Miss Sandra. Hi, Martha. Welcome, everybody. Try not to get my fingers in what I've done. Ooh, my nose has been itching. I tell y'all, these allergies, we need some rain. We need the rain to come wash them away. Rub and Buff is really cool. There's different colors. There's a rose gold. There's a silver. I just have the antique gold is the only one that I have. It's the only one I've used. And I've seen others used. And it's really pretty. Oh my gosh, Sandra, I do too. Talisa and I are like kindred spirits here. Your mom was born in Muskogee. How cool, Beverly. Where do y'all live now? You don't have to tell me like your whole like town and stuff. Jackie is Rub and Buff. Thank you, Beverly. Hello, Lori McCoy from Fargo, North Carolina, or North Dakota. My page link is, well, yes, if one of my friends can put that in here. I call y'all siblings, simply siblings. But I am Simply Simple Creations by Sheila. And I'm really scared about posting links because I've gotten in trouble from that. Is that frame from a store or a find? I think it's a find. I don't know if my sweet Cindy Truitt is still on here or not, but she's my sister from, I call her my sister from over the bridge. She's a crafting sister, but she's my friend. And she gave it to me because I was looking for one because I wanted to do this project different. I wanted to use this frame on something different. But then today I was looking and I was like, oh, I really like that. So I'm going to use it on this. So this became my inspiration piece. And then I almost couldn't find it because, you know, I craft, I put things up and I hide them from myself and, you know, all those things. I'm going to pin this. I hope it doesn't, I'm scared to death to pin anything. Tracy's got my link in there, and I'm scared to pin links. It's not letting me. Well, it's not letting me pin it, y'all, but there's my link that Tracy put in there, Scrappy's Rustics. You live around Waurika, is it Waurika in South Central Oklahoma? I'm not sure where that's at. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm geographically challenged, y'all, very badly, very badly. I'm testing my bunny here. I was patting my bunny. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Brenda. Good evening. I'm not sure now that I'm looking at this. I love the gold. Now I'm kind of wishing I would have painted it white. But I think once we get it all together, it's going to be fine. But that just kind of brought it out more. Brought out some more color in it. Cindy got it in Ohio, she said. So it was a find in Ohio. I couldn't remember, Cindy. But I sure am loving it. It's been painted a time or two, I can tell. You can see back here. That's one good thing about projects, too. If it's not something that you really love, or if you outgrow it and you don't gift it to somebody or sell it or anything like that, you can always take it off and use it again. Thank you, Miss Brenda. So I'm going to put this down. But before I stick it, I want to make sure. Okay, I did. Before I stick it down. Donna's in Southbury, Connecticut. I love meeting people from all over. My daughter had asked me if, thank you, Susan. Hi, Kathy Graham. I know, I want to find some more. These frames are not easy to find, and if you find them like at Hobby Lobby or something like that, they're expensive. So it's like you don't want to get them to tear them, I say tear them up. You're not tearing them up, but you don't want to get them and make them all different, and then it just, you know, I don't know. You don't want to mess it up. So we're gonna just put this on here like this. And I'm debating on, I was thinking of a rag bow, but I don't know that it's gonna need a bow. I don't think it's gonna need a bow at all. And as far as a hanger goes, I think this is one that I would put probably in an easel, or that I would use the hanger that's on the back of it. Y'all, I paid $3.74 for this at the Hobby Lobby. I'm just trying to make sure I get it straight. I'm bad about getting stuff crooked. I always tease and say my head's crooked, so that's why I get things crooked. You found them at a yard sale, Beverly? That's a good score right there, sister. That's a good score right there. And I am just going to, I think I'm going to use some wood glue on here, y'all. Even though it's paper, I'm still going to put some wood glue on it. Just to be safe, I'm just going to kind of put it down the middle. No rhyme or reason to it. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. And then I'm going to just put glue, hot glue, all over this. I need my big one, because this one's trying to jam up on me, y'all. Don't like it when it does that. Hold up. I'm going to have to clean it. No bow needed. I didn't think so either, Bernadette. I like it like it is. Oh, I don't want to burn myself. Lisa burned herself last night, and she said, don't burn yourself like I did. Now I'm scared I'm going to burn myself. Oh, you can't clog up now. It's not the time. Got my tongue out, sorry. Hi, Miss Brenda. Good cancer. Oh, I hope he's feeling okay. I know, Margaret, right? Margaret said, Sheila, are you feeling okay? You've been making a lot of things without bows. Y'all, I am a bow. I'm a bow gal. I love me some bows. And I don't know. Of course, it's going to mess up right at the end. Right when I need it. Aw, thank you, Miss Tammy. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm good now. Now I'm just fretting because, oh, there it goes. There we go. My glue apparatus, because we're not supposed to say that G word, wasn't wanting to come out. Wasn't wanting to come out. Oh, Maureen, I love to help. I'm a helper. I'm a fixer and a helper, even though we can't fix people. We have to remember that we can't fix anybody. We can only pray for them and let God fix them. We can't fix them. But we can be a good influence for them, or we can be a listening ear for them, whatever they might need. So I'll just be a helper. I'm trying to be a helper and not a fixer. Aw, thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. Hi, Lisa. We love our sweet Talisa. We do. I love Miss Talisa. She is just a beautiful, beautiful soul. Hi, Lynn Evans. How are you, my friend? Now I got to pray that this stays down. I think I got it. I think we got it. I thought I was going to have to iron because I was going to Mod Podge the paper down, and then I was going to put the frame on top of it. And that probably would have been the safer way to do it, but I didn't. I'm Simply Simple Creations, but I do things the hard way a lot of times. Hi, Roslyn. Thank you, Tara. So, there we go. There's our little bunny picture. I don't know that it needs anything else. Hang on, I'm still wet over here. I'm getting icky. It's getting icky. I don't know if we need anything else on it. Thank you, Crafting with the Sassy Girl. Thank you, Vivian. You love bows. I love bows too, Shirley. I love them. I love bows. But like they said, I think that this one's more of a simple. It's a simple one that doesn't need a bow. Sometimes you need a bow. Sometimes you don't. And I think that this is one of those times where we don't. I just don't understand why this one part's not wanting to dry. I thought about a bow with some bling in the middle, but I don't think it needs a bow. I think it's good. What do y'all think? Y'all think it needs anything else? I'm trying to get it in the center of the camera. Teresa, thank you. You love this summer. Thank you, sister. Thank you, Sandy. Where did I get the bunny picture? Becky, we made it. We did. I used a piece of cardstock, and then I do chalk couture, and I had a bunny, and I just put the bunny on there, and then we put the frame around it, and I did it kind of backwards. Like I said, I should have, if I would have been sticking to my original plan, I should have Mod Podged the paper down, ironed the paper, put the bunny on, and then stuck the frame over it. But I did it this way. I did it this way. Oh, somebody asked a question. What about some jute around it? Some jute around the edge. I'm afraid that the jute would make it more country. I think it's, right now it's in between farmhousey, country, shabby chic. It's kind of got a look about all of them. I don't know. I don't have any thick jute. I only have thick rope. And I don't know. Let me just hold it up and see what y'all think. I like to get help from the audience. Help from the audience so we could put rope around this part. But I think that makes it that gives it a whole different look to me. That gives it more of a country look to me. So what do y'all think? Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Lynn. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Rope or no rope? I'm good either way, but I think that the rope kind of makes it, I think the rope makes it more country. And I kind of don't want to go for the country look on this one. Perfect as it is. Hi, Billie Jean. I can't see what your comment says, sister. Thank you. She says, love it. Thank y'all so much. And y'all are great. Y'all made me feel right at home. Yes, French country. Thank you, Peggy. I was sitting there thinking, farmhouse, shabby chic. I had all the words but that one. All of them but that one. Brandy liked the rope. Leah liked the rope. Sandy says no rope. I think I'm going to leave it like it is too. Cherie says no rope. I like it too. So, but you could add the rope. You could definitely add the rope. You could add a bead hanger to it. If you, not a bead hanger. You could add a hanger to it, but this one has a hanger on the back. Or you could set it in an easel, and I usually have one sitting around here somewhere, but it's not here right now. I think I took it in the other room. So, I think this is what I've got for you guys tonight. And I know, like I said, 42 minutes. I'm a fast crafter. Can you see? Oh, you can see it, Summer. You're right. Hold on. I didn't think about that, sister. So I could add it right there. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that real quick. It is more nautical, but we are going to put it right here because like Summer said, I didn't think of that. You can see the backing here. So I think I will just add that because I don't have a lace or anything that would look good with that. So I think I'm going to do this real quick. I know a bunch of people were like, she's done, I'm hopping off, but I'm never done until I'm done because I always change my mind about things. I'm bad about that. And audience participation helps me because I didn't think about being able to see that. That's another reason why I should have Mod Podged it down first. So you're not going to be able to see this so much. This is just to hide the back more than anything. And it'll kind of reinforce it a little bit too. It'll help reinforce it just a tad. Just a tad. But like I said, you're not going to see so much. I hope anyway. If I can get my rope to stick to my glue. Get my rope to stick to my glue. Oh, see, it started at the bottom. I done started it at the top, Summer. Oh, well. You're not going to see the top. It'll be hanging up. Hopefully. I didn't think of that either. My brain's not thinking tonight, y'all. 3 lives in. Show me some grace here. Show me some grace. About done. I thought of something else that I could do to it too, but I think I'll just leave it alone after this and quit messing with it because I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to mess it up. I don't want to mess it up because it's awfully cute. What? But I don't even remember. Oh, somebody said something about greenery. I'll show you what somebody said that and it reminded me. So I'll do something, and if we like it, we can put it on. If we don't like it, we don't have to. Because it is pretty the way it is. I have glue boogers now. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Thank you, Miss Belinda. Thank you so much. I hope I did do Talisa proud. I hope I did. I love that lady. And like Lisa Brown said last night, if you ever need a prayer warrior, Talisa's it. Talisa is it. It would be cute in the baby's room. It would be. With that box that I made tonight, Cindy, look, if Riley doesn't like this stuff for the baby, then I'll just make my own baby room. I'll go back to crafting in the sunroom and make me a baby room in here. I can't do that. I got too much junk. Hello, Sheila, my sister from another mister. Okay. So now you can't see. See, you can't even tell that the rope was added, really, unless you look at it from the side. Oh, now I got glue boogies everywhere. So, thank you, Miss Vivian. The other thing that I thought of when somebody said something about some greenery, I buy garland and I cut it up, y'all, because you get more bang for your buck that way. But we could add, I don't know. I'll show you, and if we don't like it, we don't have to add it. I know a bunch of people popped off because they thought we were done, but like I said, I'm never done until I'm just done. I'm constantly thinking of other things and constantly changing my mind. And I kind of like this. But the problem with this is then I feel like you need a bow, or you need a flower, or you need something in the middle. Unless you can, I don't know. I'm going to let y'all decide. And I can cut it down. It doesn't have to be, I'm on my tippy toes so I can see what y'all are saying. I know I don't have it equal. So, oh, I think that's too much. I think the green's too much. Right, Sheila, it's not over till it's over. So I think the green takes away. No greenery without. Okay, that's enough. That's enough for me. So I just thought I would try because somebody did mention greenery. So we'll leave it alone. Now we're really done. Now we'll really be over. No, we'll quit. We'll leave it alone. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see y'all again. Y'all, please keep those prayers coming for Miss Talisa and her daddy. I know that they're very much appreciated. I know that she needs all the prayers that they can get, and everything will be fine, left in God's hands. It does take away from the rabbit, Gail. It does. We just have to pray God's will over the situation. So, y'all, thank y'all for having me. Thank you, Talisa. I love you, sister. And I will be praying, and I hope to see y'all again. Bye, everybody.